Hello everyone, today's review is about a small game from the studio that brings you the Kirby games. That's right, HAL Laboratory is back at it with a brand new IP in Box Boy. So, let's dive right into it and find out exactly what Box Boy is about. Gameplay-wise, Box Boy does a lot of great things in terms of level designs being intuitive and rewarding for the player. This is done by utilizing a world's themed mechanic, such as snapping an L-shaped block to a high-up ledge that would otherwise be unreachable, or by using blocks to simply place stairs for you to walk up. The possibilities are pretty endless and extend quite far into the game. Box Boy allows the player to learn how to play the game through examples and by trying it themselves. The game is very generous to players by allowing them to have infinite lives throughout the game, and this choice to have unlimited lives really plays into a trial and error based gameplay that cohesively works with the way the game teaches the player through mistakes. Although many of the puzzles in the main game are not as difficult for puzzle veterans, there are some tricks that may stump even the most seasoned players. I know for myself I had a pretty difficult time learning how to fully utilize Box Boy's powers, and this hurt me later in the game when mechanics such as gravity shifts and switches were merged together in the same level to create a new type of puzzle. It's really quite admirable the work that HAL Laboratories has done with Box Boy's puzzle. Another thing to mention quickly are the hints. I know many puzzle players won't really need to use hints all the time, but the one hint for one play coin system works really well and offers player a way to figure out the puzzle if they are really stumped. The last main game feature is for the completionists out there, and it is wonderfully frustrating. These are the crowns. The crowns act as ways to give the players incentive for completing the level in many different ways that involve using what you have learned in a particularly tricky way. These can range from rewarding to downright frustrating. One aspect that makes them frustrating is the way that you have to conserve your boxes. Now, although you have unlimited boxes, there is a catch. While proceeding through the level, you must manage your blocks left as well as complete the level itself. Doing this is part 1. Part 2 involves grabbing a crown and then finishing the level. It is challenging, but one thing's for sure, and that's a lot of the solutions to getting the crowns make you feel pretty good when you solve them. I found myself multiple times during my playthrough smiling at the way that the puzzle was designed, as well as wanting to play the next level. Now moving right along, we get to the simplistic music that immersed me to the point of playing the game for hours on end. While calmly thinking about how to solve the puzzles, I realized that HAL had once again hit the nail on the head with the music in this game. It manages to be exciting while also being soothing, which was something that kept me calm and continuing to play even when I got frustrated with trying to collect the most difficult crowns. Aside from the sound and gameplay, there are unlockables that are earned by completing a level and by collecting all the crowns in a level. These unlockables range from challenge modes, time attack modes, guides on how to use Box Boy's powers, music pieces, and costumes that can even affect Box Boy's speed, jump height, and they can even add one more block to his limit. They can come in handy, especially in difficult puzzles, and they make Box Boy look pretty sick too. Other than that, I don't think there's much else to say about Box Boy, other than it's a very fun and addicting puzzle game that's super cheap for the amount of fun and pleasure I got out of playing it. So our story begins with Box Boy, who is a small box who has the amazing ability to push blocks outward to form shapes around him. All of the puzzles within the game will work around this, as learning how to properly navigate and push yourself through multiple levels is key. Box Boy doesn't really have a story, as it's told through short cutscenes that give little to no explanation about what's actually going on. But what we do know is that Box Boy lives on a cube planet with his other cube and rectangle friends that we can see during the game. Box Boy is also the only box who has the powers to manipulate boxes into specific shapes, which makes him special and unique. Not much to go on exactly, but we'll make do for now. This finally leads into the price, and for some games, that can be a deciding factor on whether to buy it or not. For me, the reason I decided to buy this game was because of its price. I got it for about $6 after tax, and once again for the amount of time I spent with the game, the length of the game, not to mention all the challenge and time attack stages, this game is an absolute steal for that price. So, if you are on the fence about this game, please do yourself a favor, go out and buy it. I hope that you have as good a time as I did. And so, now that we have all the aspects of the game itself covered, I guess it's time to give it some sort of ranking. I think that with all that I played, Box Boy was a really enjoyable experience that allowed me to have a fun and exciting puzzle adventure, and that could have been easily overlooked if I had not looked into it further. It offered me more fun than some mainstream and AAA games that I've had to pay full price have, and to me this game deserves a well-earned 9 out of 10. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little review, and hopefully it wasn't too boring. Hammerspace is just starting, so be sure to check out our Facebook page as well as our website for updates on when new videos are and stuff like that is coming out. Right now we have a little giveaway, so if you're a fan of The Legend of Zelda or Shovel Knight, you will want to check this out. That link should be able to be found out below, and with that I think I'm pretty much done here. So goodbye and have a wonderful day. Peace.